You're now joined by, as you just said, the victorious head coach of the Mustangs, and that is Drew Akins. And Coach, first of all, congrats on the win. And we've been with your team 2 times more this year. Your 2 losses, so we're good to come back now, right?
Yeah, 2 wins. You said 2 losses. It's 2 wins, right?
Cleveland and Wright County.
Oh, you came to those? I thought you said y'all came to Notre Dame.
No,
you tricked me because maybe it was somebody else. 12 came to Notre Dame. I get so confused with this, man. But listen, if we would have lost this one, y'all would not be welcome ever. And I love you guys. I'm welcome. I always love phone calls, and I miss talking to you guys on Friday night. But man, if we would have lost this one, y'all would have not have been invited here. Y'all could have gone wherever else, but you wouldn't have been out here. We could take a phone call. We would talk on the phone. But actually being face-to-face like this, probably wouldn't have enjoyed that again. So lucky for y'all, we got the win. So really proud of our guys tonight. I thought they played really well. Obviously, I have a ton of respect for Coach Nance. I have a ton of respect for that program, what they're able to do. They put you in so many tough spots offensively and use the motion and shifts. They're really good at that. So Coach Nance did a great job, but really proud of our guys for continuing to fight through. I'm frustrated with our defense, but then I look up and we only gave up 17 points. So, how does that work? What it does is it tells you the standard that we've set here defensively. Really proud as a team, and obviously having Dosen back meant a lot. Just to have him back on the field and have some perspective of, that kid was in a really bad accident that could have cost him way more than 2 football games. So really glad to have him back, and just happy with our offense and the way we performed throughout the night.
Yeah, talk about that response when the team kind of does see QB1 back out there. What was their reaction, or did they kind of act like it was no big deal, business or usual? Or did you see any difference from your team before y'all took the field tonight?
I just think we have such a level of confidence when you get your starter back and a kid that we're prepared to be the starter throughout, and that doesn't take away anything from Jacob Curley and his ability and what he's done for us the last 2 weeks. Really kept us afloat. Played a great game last week, but when you get your starting quarterback back and he's healthy and kind of what he had to fight through to get back, I think it gives you a level of confidence going into the game, and I think you saw that from our offense. And honestly, as a coach, it gives you a level of confidence to make some calls that you may not make with a backup. I've seen Dosen make those throws against Bradley Central. I've seen Dosen make those throws, early in the season against Notre Dame. And so being able to see that kind of gives me a level of confidence that I trust him to go make those plays too. So it's nice to know that we have a good backup because, man, throwing for 160 yards and 3 touchdowns in a high school varsity football game means a lot. But it's nice to have Dosen back and him being healthy.
We are joined by Walker Valley head football coach Drew Akins right here on Coca-Cola Red Zone Overtime, powered by 12 Point Logistics, right here on the Top Monster 102.3. And Coach, it was fall break for you guys this week, so a lot of the student body was doing their fall break thing. Kind of talk about the atmosphere tonight, because it looked to me like it was a pretty solid crowd. The stands are pretty filled over on the home side. Kind of talk about the environment still, even though they're away from school, they still made the trek over here to support your team.
Yeah, listen, I joke with people, we've made this into an event. It's no longer a football game. It's an event. So, but listen, our fans show up and our people always show out. And early on, I thought maybe we won't have as big a crowd tonight because of the situation. Fall break games, we haven't played a fall break game in 4 years. So, being off on fall break normally, there was concern. But, man, our people showed up. We had a great crowd. Our band was loud. I can't even explain their impact on games. Nobody can really understand it until you're down in that end zone and they're playing and you're trying to snap the ball. They made a huge impact tonight, especially late in the game, the fourth quarter. They're driving in that end zone, and you saw some confusion because of that. So, super proud of just our community. We've created a cool atmosphere here, and it's something I'm very proud of. And I'm proud of our people, and I'm glad that we have built a program that people want to come watch and be a part of. So really, really happy with our community.
So all three phases, defense did a great job handling Haywood and this really dynamic East Hamilton offense. Offensively, you had big plays and you had some methodical drives. Talk about special teams, though. You had a big punt return and you maybe some rough spots in special teams, but overall, how's your special teams play?
Listen, we've put a real emphasis on specials over the last 3 weeks. Specials have put us in some binds. And we didn't coach it well enough. And when you think about, how far we've come over the last 3 weeks, but it's because we put a level of intentionality into special teams. You saw Roman with the rugby punt. That was new, something we had saved for him. So now we have the ability to do two different punts, which puts teams in situation where it's difficult to come after a punt and go block one. The returns tonight, Spencer McCooch was electric returning the ball tonight. So those things changed the game, and we put such a huge emphasis on creating scoring opportunities through special teams. We didn't do that at Ray County. In Ray County, we were on our side of the field the entire night. Tonight we created opportunities for our offense, and our offense did a great job of finishing those things.
Well, this series with East Hamilton, you guys, is relatively young, but it's pretty cool when you can have a first, right? Yeah. So this is the first win over East Hamilton on your home field. Kind of talk about just adding another brick to the foundation of Walker Valley football that you've had since you took over.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop even a better one on you here in a second, but. I can't speak enough to how much it's meant to me to watch this thing grow over the last few years, last 6 years. God, I can't believe we're 6 years into this, but where we took it over and the mentality, and then making that big jump in 2020, and I can't list out the number of firsts that we've had for our program, but we work really hard, and I don't take a whole lot of time, honestly, to look back and say, hey, this is what we've done here, because there's more work to do. But every time we hit a first, it means something to us as a coaching staff. It means something to us as a program, and you see the reaction from our community. The second first it means a lot to me, and I haven't made this very public, but this is the first season now that we're 6 wins in. It's the first season that back-to-back winning seasons in Walker Valley history. It's the first time in 20-something years of playing football that we've had back-to-back winning seasons. So obviously there's more left to do, and there's more we want to do. Our number one goal is not back-to-back winning season. Our number one goal is region championship. But tonight's win set us up to have an opportunity to play for that again. But it does mean something to me that we've built a program that's sustainable, back-to-back years with a winning program, and now back-to-back years where we have an opportunity to go win the region. So those are the things that matter. Winning the region sets you up so well in the playoffs. So I really would hope to take advantage of that opportunity.
Well, Coach, we want to thank you for coming over here and hanging out with us. The crowd's died out, but congrats on the big 28-17 victory over East Hamilton tonight, and a little bit more Coca-Cola Red Zone hardware going into the office over there. Congratulations.
I've been talking about it. Maybe I'll put some pressure here. I've been talking about building some built-in shelving in the head coach's office.
Okay.
So maybe this when we get some built-ins in the head coach's office, we can get that in. But appreciate you guys. I'm glad you get to come back. I was really worried. I was really worried for you throughout the week, but man, I really appreciate what y'all do, and I really do miss us talking after games, but ultimately, y'all's promotion of high school football means a lot, and I know y'all put a lot of time into that. It means something to you, so I really appreciate what y'all do with that.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
We'll throw it back to the studio real quick, but again, final score from our Center for Sports Medicine Game of the Week: Walker Valley 28, East Hamilton 17, guys.